Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Trading Chief. Welcome back to another video. This is number 3 for the night. In this video, we're going to take a look at a merger that happened a couple of days ago, and I was really confused by this one. So I've been doing a lot of research into it, and I think I'm finally got everything pieced together for you. This one didn't react the way I thought it was going to either. So let's take a look at the news article that came out for it, and then we'll discuss whether or not if this one's a buy or not. And I think you'll be surprised. So let's take a look. This is for SURF, or Surface Oncology. They're being bought out by Coherus Bioscience, which is a ticker CHRS, if you want to look at them. But let's take a look. The news article. Healthcare company Coherus Biosciences announces merger with Surface Oncology. It says Coherus Bioscience has announced a merger with Surface Oncology that is expected to be completed in Q3 of 2023. Under the terms of the agreement, Coherus Bioscience has agreed to give Surface Oncology $40 million in exchange for Surface stock. Currently, neither company has disclosed whether the payment will be in cash or in stock. And they still haven't announced it. I had to go digging to find what it is, right? And this one, I think both of these stocks are a buy, and we'll kind of look at the reason why right here. It says Coherus Bioscience Inc. is a commercial stage biopharmaceutical company building an innovative immune oncology franchise funded with cash generated by its diversified portfolio of FDA-approved therapeutics. Toripalimab is being evaluated in pivotal clinical trials for the treatment of cancers of lung, breast, liver, skin, kidney, stomach, esophagus, and bladder. And Surface Oncology is a clinical stage immuno-oncology company. It is developing new therapies that modify the spaces in and around tumors in the tumor microenvironment to create conditions that support and sustain anti-tumor immune responses. All right. Coherus, let me pull up an article for you. All right. Coherus has they're releasing a drug right here, this one. Coherus Bioscience says it resolved the Humira biosimilar dispute with AbbVie. So they have a Humira drug coming out in July, and the price target that they set for it, as you can see here, for $995 is so much less than AbbVie and Amgen that they ended up filing a lawsuit for or against Coherus because they were underpriced in the value of it by so much, right? So, like Humira costs $90,000 per year, and with them selling it at $995, it's going to be roughly $13,000 annually. So you can see the price difference between these two. So I think both stocks are a buy between Coherus and Surface, but let's go back to Surface and get back to the point that I was getting at with Surf, right? So Surface, and I was really confused by this one because the way they structured the buyout, right? I didn't understand it because the stock didn't move. It didn't actually give it a price tag, but it says Coherus has agreed to acquire Surface Oncology, right? The Surface acquisition adds 2 clinical stage assets to Coherus. Pipeline SRF 388, currently in phase 2 trials in lung and liver cancer, and SFR 114. I think that's a typo. I think it's supposed to be SRF. Currently in a phase 1 and 2 study as a monotherapy for advanced solid tumors. Coherus will issue shares at $5.28 per share, equivalent to $40 million, plus Surface's net cash, currently expected to be around between 20 and 25 million bucks, right? But it doesn't ever give it a price tag, and that goes back to the first news article where it's saying that they didn't know if it was going to be a cash payout or a stock for stock payout. Well, I went and found that answer right here, and this is the page 12. So this is the merger and acquisition call, right? And they have everybody on the line. If you go all the way down to page 12 of it, you have the CFO talking, and he specifically says this is a stock-for-stock deal in which Coherus will issue shares of common stock in exchange for all outstanding shares of Surface common stock. We estimate the value of the transaction at up to $65 million, inclusive of $40 million of enterprise value and $20 million to $25 million in Surface net cash. Rejected. So, stock for stock, right? That means you can buy shares of SURF, and at the end of the merger, it's going to merge into whatever CHRS price it's going to be. So this thing should have moved up to, well, CHRS went from $5.63 roughly, $5.50 roughly, all the way down to what it closed in the after hours at $3.97 on Friday, because they issued shares at $5.28. It's just an overreaction. It'll come back up, but I mean, even at 390, you're still looking at almost 4x your money if you buy Surface and just hold it until what, the end of August, right? So I just wanted to point this one out to you. I mean, that's what it says. The transaction price is based on Coherus's 5-day volume weighted average per share of $5.28. So it's not going to be 5.28. It's going to be whatever CHRS or Coherus is trading at on the day of the merger. So it's because it's a stock for stock deal. So just wanted to point that out to you. Let's make some money. All right, that's all I got for you. If you made it this far into the video, thanks for watching. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button, and come check me out in the Banking with Billy Discord. The link is in the description below. And leave me a comment and let me know if you're going to buy this stock or not. All right? I mean, or leave me a comment and tell me why you're not going to buy this stock. Okay? I don't plan on holding it long term. I only plan on buying it, holding it through the merger, selling it once it merges. That's my plan. So, but yeah, again, that's all I got for you. Thanks, and have a good night.